Hello. Hi. Hello. Let's see. Let's click some buttons. Let's get some stuff moving. Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm back from Camnada again. You're watching Stream on the Clock? Whoa, I'm actually getting an alert. Incoming ad break in 55 seconds? I get 3 snoozes? I mean, you guys can't see this. But I can. And it said for the longest time that I get a warning before an ad break is coming in. And I've never seen it. Not even fucking once. The only way I find out is people complaining. And going, ah, fuck. No! Ads! But now I know, and I'm just gonna let you guys fucking sit through it, okay? Like, I get 3 snoozes. I don't know when they come back. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna swap over here. Hi, how's it going? In 17 fucking seconds. Your life ends 14 seconds from now. And you guys can deal with that. My hair's so frizzy. It's looking a little frizzy. And then there it goes for anybody who's stuck having to see it. I do like that. I was speaking of ads, and then Astral resubbed, and I can only hope it's avoiding this ad right now. Hi, hello. Also, thank you, Shannon, for yet another one. Hold on. I want to fix this a little bit. So I have stories. That's a little better. A little less bad colors. Anyway, I have stories about my trip and some things that have happened since my trip the past 2 days or so. Namely, something that happened yesterday, and I'm going to tattle on him. So, Baby Cat did a big no-no. Ad break ends in... Oh, okay, I guess people are still in the ad. Sucks for them. Anyway, Baby Cat was he did a big no-no. He did a big bad oopsie poopsie. So speaking of, I gotta see what he's doing. Okay. All right. He's okay. He's not misbehaving right now. So, we finally got the bed down here. Okay, we got a bed for down here for like the office as like a guest room kind of a thing. It's a pretty big room, so may as well, right? It's back here. It's behind all this. I could show you. I'd just have to move the whole thing. It's not exciting. It's a mattress. There's no blanket on it currently because it's, it's trying to rise like dough. All right. Ad break ended. Now there shouldn't be one for a while. Welcome back. I'm tattling on Baby Cat, who was bad. Bed in the room. Super cool. Anyway, so after we unfurled the mattress and we put it on the ground, and it needs time to rise, and Baby Cat came in as he does, and we were like, oh, he's gonna check out the mattress, what do we think, and he's kind of sniffing at it and walking around it and stuff, and like paws at it a little bit, and then he gets on, and he always does this, he'll always like dig at stuff, and so he was on top of the mattress and he's kind of digging at it, and we're like, yeah, okay, you can stop. And then he goes, and it looks like he's just about to like sit down. No, he just starts to pee on the mattress. Like he just starts, and I picked him up very fast and set him on. We had like this rug in front of the door you can see over here. And I put him down, but kind of once he started, he couldn't stop, so he kept peeing on at least just the rug. And then when it was a lot of pee, I had to put both him and the rug in the side yard, which he was not happy about. well, he actually very literally, he is just marking. Like, that's what he's doing. And it's been a long time since he's done that. He used to do it as a kitten. Um, which was like the indication that we're like, he needs to be fixed because he's starting to mark. Also, he definitely has balls. And he was like really young too. And I had to call the vet and I was like, hey, uh, he needs to be fixed. And they're like, that doesn't make sense. He's way too young for that. Like, he should be having like another month or so before any of that. And I'm like, oh no, he definitely, like, they're there, and he's starting to mark in weird places, including we had like a bin, like this plastic bin of bubble wrap, because shipping stuff and whatever, we would just keep like extra in this bin, and he crawled on top of it and peed on this stack of bubble wrap, which I had to throw out like half of because it was covered in like extra stinky cat piss, you know what I mean? So you know we took him in too afterwards, and they're like, he's too young for that. And they're like, we'll just examine him first to make sure. We got to make sure before we commit to anything. And then they got him in there, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's ready. He's definitely, those balls have dropped. They just happened really early. So anyway, he hadn't, like, after he got fixed, he didn't do it too much anymore. Sometimes he'll do that if we have to bathe him. I don't know why. Every once in a while, if we have to bathe him because he's gotten fleas more than once, and we put him in there and he's upset, and he never pitches much of a fit. He'll kind of complain, but he'll just put up with it. He's actually really good about getting showered. But while he's in there, like, initially he'll get upset and he'll just like mark, but like he's standing there and he's soggy and he's wet and he's like peeing, and we just have to like let him finish because we're like, okay, well, get it over with, of all places, this is the place. And then he's fine. He's really good about it. Anyway, yeah, so he marked the fucking mattress that, thankfully, because I grabbed him so quickly, not much got on the mattress at all, and it came right out. Like, there was no problem. There was like nothing left over. And then we also extra used like pet cleaners to make sure, but oh my God. I'm just like, of all things to pee on, like, the carpet is probably one of the worst because it's so hard to actually get all of it out of the carpet, because he's done that too. A long time ago, and he did it a lot, but that is particularly awful. And then anything that you cannot wash easily, like a couch or a bed or a whatever, anything like that is usually the worst. But like I said, acted fast, so thankfully it was an easy fix. And then I had to like Febreze the whole thing, because it's just like, basically to him, he's like, ugh, stinky mattress. Gross, let me fix that real quick. And then he saddles up and then he pisses on the bed because he's like, well, this is, it smells like me, great, let's go. And it's just like, the second he starts, like, and the thing is, it's not like he pees just a little bit. He eats food that makes him piss more, like, really specifically, because he's got no balls, right? We already covered that subject. He has no pee-pee. He does not have one. It was surgically removed because he was getting blockages. And I'm talking several within the span of a couple days, to the point where they were like, we gotta get rid of this. I'm sorry. Like, this is, they usually have a 3 strike and you're out rule. And they're like, if if he gets blocked, like, at least 3 times within a year, we recommend having it removed at that point. And we were like, okay, noted. And then 2 days later, he was blocked again. And we had to bring him back. And they're like, all right, this thing's gotta go. So, no pee-pee, no balls. Congrats on the bottom surgery, baby cat. We're so happy for you. And he has to eat this special, like, food that makes him pee a lot because it has to keep things going so nothing can build up. So he's pissing like a racehorse on the daily, okay? He is all the time. Huge amounts of piss. And so this isn't just like a, oh hee hee, a little spray. It's like empty the whole tank. And it was so much pee. Like, he's huge, he's already big, and then he's eating pee-pee food. He's got too many cards stacked in his corner to be the worst. And he tried to piss on the bed. So that happened yesterday. And then we couldn't trust him to be around the bed at all for the rest of the day. We had to I was like, ooh, I got the sheets for the bed, and then we washed them, and then I was trying to get him to rub on the sheets and play in them and stuff, and just get him smelly, like our house, I guess. And then like I said, I had to Febreze the bed to try and get rid of whatever factory plastic smell was in it. And we were rubbing his little outfits and blankets on the bed because we were we cannot afford for you to piss on this bed. We can't. Okay. It also happened literally half an hour before Kelsey left. So she got to see that happen. That was pretty good. A nice little send off, baby cat pissing on the bed. But anyway, I can reveal one thing. Hopefully. Let's see if I can get a good clear shot of this. Oh my god. Who's this? Hi, baby. Here he is. Anyway. In. Back here? Good enough. Anyway. There he is. Piss boy. Lying on the bed he pee-peed upon. So. Little piss boy. Pee-pee boy. Pees on the bed boy. So, there you go. There's one story that I was sitting on. I just had to... I had to tattle on him and his bad behavior. I'm going to play background noise. Do not play that full blast. Absolutely not. Anyway. Hi. So, outside of Baby Cat being a pee-pee piss boy, I have a fun announcement. I had tweeted about how this is man, every time I go to con, I'm so invigorated to thought I'd turn on the light. Anyway, invigorated to be yeah, I got merch ideas. I want to make stuff, you know? And I said this, and then we got home, and an order of merch I had already made showed up. And then I was like, where the fuck is the other thing I made? That I made before that one. And then the next day it showed up. So I have new merch. And I will show them to you here. As well as, very exciting, I already put them up in my shop. So they are available right now. I'll put a link in just a moment. Very exciting. So I have these pins. That is, let's see how good of a we can get here. So we have Sora and Riku, Big Shock. It's kind of hard when there's not a lot of direct light, which I do not have a lot of going on right now. I can change that. Ooh, it was a nice angle I just saw on the colors. Okay, one at a time. So I have Riku here. Here he is. He's looking so pale. He's really blue, I have to tell you. He's really, you can kind of see it in there. It's very blue and purple, except for it's mostly just reflecting. There's my monitor. Wow, you can see my files. Anyway, Here he is. He has a transparent eye, so it is like the reflective material, the hollow material. They came out really nice. And I have Sora here. And he's more like rainbow stuff. Come on, let's go. Let's get some rainbow going on. It's a lot stronger than what I'm being afforded right now, to be honest. You can see in the photos I took for the listing. I need this to be so bright. Oh. And then I have my... Look at this! Look how it came out. It came out so cute. Has a little bat up here. Isn't that cool? And it comes with its little charm. Okay, it's double-sided. It's the same image, but it's double-sided. And then it's a, like, 5-inch, like, lanyard. I kind of messed up the pattern, so Goofy's a little far down. But, like... Here it is. Look how cute. I really like this. I like how it came out. I plan on making more of these. I think I talked about them on stream a bit. I was gonna make other world forms, so I was gonna make, like, a charm, it'll be Sora, and then, like, it'll be, you know, Sora and Donald and Goofy on it, having their little world form change. And, that's what I got, but hold on. You could see them a lot better in the pictures. I'm gonna put this right here. They're literally just like right there. They're like the most recent ones on my a big cartel. You can see them. They are up. They are ready for grabs. I was going to make a nicer little like image for them because I've made kind of like art for other ones. But for today, I just got the pictures and I was like, okay, let's just, let's get them up at least. So those are there, as well as a bunch of other stuff I still have plenty of stock of generally, like the translucent, like, Chain of Memories charms that I have. I still have quite a few of those. I think I'm a bit lower on those now. A little bit. It's doing okay. It's doing all right. But I still have notepads. I still have the wooden pins, which I'm gonna get reprints of those at some point because Vagres has started to do it. So like with wooden charms, they'll cut to the edge, which is what I wanted initially because I want them to just be holding a wooden sword. Like that's the whole fucking idea, is that it's actual wood. So hopefully I'll get those again soon, but I'll probably order something else with it that I had an idea for. But those are still there. Yeah, there you go. There's my merch reveal. You guys can get in on it sooner, because I was gonna make a post about it probably like tomorrow or something. On a Friday. But yeah, honestly, these pins came out like so cute and nice. Hi. Hello. I am really happy with them. They're small, they're cute. Kind of exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah, also they have their little backs are colored hearts. Appropriately, we have blue for Riku, we have a pink for Sora, so it's extra fun. Yeah, oh, also on my listings I have like kind of shitty looking gifts. They're there, but you can see like kind of how the reflection like plays in. The Riku came out really cool and really good. I really like how it looks with like his eye and I don't know, everything. It rules. Good job, me. I really did it. Yeah, fuck yeah. Anyway, those are up for order. You can get those now. As well as cute little chain charm. There, those ones can be mine. I set them aside. Ready. Oh. Kelsey, I miss you too. but you'll be back soon enough. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. So, anyway, hi. I hope everybody's dead quiet because they're currently busy buying merchandise from my shop. But otherwise, I have stories about going to Canada. Which you can listen to while you spend money on me. Anyway, so Canada this is not the first time I went because I went to VanCaf. But that was easy because that was a drive. That's like spitting distance. Like that's like a 6-hour drive, just like north basically for me. So that wasn't so bad. But this time we had to go to Alberta, which is a little more in the middle of Canada. So we had to fly. And, like, granted, sure, we could drive. Not gonna happen. We're not doing that. So we flew. It's been a little while since I got to ride in a plane, and I always enjoy that. So that was nice. The only thing is, for starters, our plane left pretty early in the morning when we were leaving. And, the only real reasonable way to get there, because our public transit right now does not have access to the airport. They're doing some kind of construction. Usually it goes straight there. Not an option right now, so we had to take a lift. And that lift cost like $97 goddamn dollars to get to the airport at 5 in the morning. So, you know, strong start. Real strong start to our trip. And then, let's see. Everything went fine for the most part. I had to go through security. And I got a boob pat down. Just the tits. That's, you know, I walked up and they're like, and they just, like, across the top, and I was kind of like, okay. All right. So that was, fun. And here's the thing. I think the stark difference that I've noticed is that, like, it's so much more peaceful at the airport in Canada. Like, it's just kind of going through, like, security at the airport in the United States. I remember I was alive and cognitive before September 11th, 2001. And I remember being able to, and it's so wild. You can just walk up to the gate. Do you remember just walking up to the gate to, like, meet people? Like, they just walk fresh off the plane, and then, like, you go, hey, you know, you don't have to, like, wait for them to try and navigate their way out of the airport. Oh, I didn't get warned this time that there was an ad, by the way. It just told me that it ends soon, so that's cool. Anyway, glad to see things are functioning. Anyway, it's a lot more, like, aggressive to go through the airport in the States. And it's like, I've gotten so used to it that, like, it was kind of strange the other way around. When they kind of just didn't care. I didn't have to take my shoes off. Like, they still, like, don't let you walk up to the gate or anything, but, like, it was so just like, okay, and you're in? Do you have anything to claim? No? Welcome to Canada. And I was like, wow, this is so nice. Oh my god, it's so easy up here. That's crazy. So there was that, I guess. Coming back, it sure was just like, yeah, they sure did just, like, pat my boobs, like, all over coming in, and then did absolutely nothing. Like, at most, so here's a fun thing on the way back. When I was, here's the thing, I wasn't even that bothered by, like, getting the boot, because it was just on top, you know, and it was just like, okay, well, let's just check. And I'm like, well, I guess you know, it's easy to hide stuff in your shirt, but it was just like, all right, go. And I was like, sure, that's fine. And then my buddy Kelsey, who was with me, definitely has no shortage of tits, and went through and was just like, no pat down, nothing. Was just like, all right, go. You know? And I was like, dude, why me? Just me. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Anyway. Excuse me. Is it this guy? This guy just came flying in? How? He's even in this outfit. Anyway. So on the way back, once we had to switch planes. We had a layover. Oh my god. Anyway. So we had a layover both times. Because we had to fly to Calgary, and then from Calgary we had to fly to Edmonton, which is where the con was. And then same from Edmonton, Calgary, and then back. So on the way back, and we were like, we were booking ass across the airport to get to our plane to go home. And as we went through, so we were in kind of a rush, and we had to go through security and then like through customs and all of this stuff. And since we were heading back to the US, they made us go through like security more akin to what we would go through in the US. So we were like, oh, we have to take off our shoes, and oh, we have to do all this stuff and put everything in the fucking bins and yada yada. And so we were doing this, and we were trying to do it fast. And the rest of my party here goes in front of me, and then I walk through the little thing, and the lady on the other side stops me, and she's like, how old are you? And I was just like, 31? And she's like, 30? And I was like, 31, yeah. And she was just like, okay, well, you need to go back through and, like, put your shoes in the bin. And I was just like, oh, oops, I'm sorry. I forgot to take my shoes off in my hurry to get through, right? But I was like, why did she ask me for my age, right? And I get through, and then I hear a different lady explaining to a family that, like, kids under a certain age don't need to take their shoes off. Like young, right? Like 14 or something. And I was just like, oh. And it was just like, how young do I look to you? Like, maybe you're just being courteous, like, cause what, just in case, like, what if I just look like a really grown-up 14-year-old? But then again, I don't think I look like that much of a grown-up 14-year-old. But she still had to, like, ask, like, how old I was to make sure. And it's just kind of like, oh, whatever age gets me through with my shoes on, I guess, But it was really, like, she had to ask how old I was to check. And then I had to run back and, like, take a bin from in front of a guy who was taking too long. And I was like, I just gotta put my shoes in to get through. So, anyway, that continues. Nobody knows how old I am. Which also, at the con, thought I was like 25 max. Surprise, I'm 31. Not just 30, 31. But I'm probably just gonna look like a baby forever, so it's fine. Like, I think about, like, my aunt is, and she's like the oldest kid of that generation, and she's like, she in her like late 60s, I think. Does not look it. Not even fucking close. Like, it's insane how much she does. She just looks like totally fine. You could maybe believe she's like, oh, maybe she's like in her 40s or something, maybe late 40s. No, she's like late 60s. Anyway, that's just those are the genetics I'm dealing with. I'm just gonna look young forever. And I'm going to have people at my door ask me if my parents are home. Like, way into adulthood. Like, that still happens. Like, thankfully, I think I can, like, carry myself in a way to be, like, I'm like, oh, I'm here, I'm, like, competent and confident in a way that would, like, make people think I'm probably older. So I haven't gotten that for a bit, but even usually just, like, at a glance and stuff, people are like, oh, yeah, they're young, oh, is school out today? And I'm, like, at the subway, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't go to school. I'm an adult. Thank you, though. So that's happened. I think what was really funny was that when people at the door asked me if my parents were home, like, this kid was, like, clearly in high school. And I was there, like, in my mid-late 20s, just like, no, they're not here. No. No, I'm an adult. What do you want? But anyway, so that was something. So that still persists at the airport. I had to be asked if how old I was, because it turns out like 14-year-olds don't have to take off their shoes. So, oh, and another thing, just on this, I'm like trying on the through line of, and then we got to our plane like just in time, thankfully, like just as it was starting to board, and we were sat in the back, and there was a kid who, he could not have been older than like 4 years old. This kid, sat right behind my partner, right next to me, and the whole flight, which thankfully was only like 2 hours, this kid was just, you know, really having at it, right? And so he's there, he's like kicking and stuff, and then like the tray on the back of the seat, right, it's like down, and he's just like like slamming it up and just letting it fall and shit like that. And they're just like, look, they were trying really hard, but he's a 4-year-old, right? So it's just like, what are you gonna do? Like, there's all I couldn't even be mad at the parents because they could be like, stop, you know, but like, he's a child. But also at the same time, like, you know, periodically we really got that like child fart smell, like really specifically a fart from a child. And if you know, you know exactly what I mean. You know what this smells like. And it's just like, it smells like a kid who eats Cheerios fucking letting loose at a Toys R Us. You know what I mean? You know that smell? That was what was like taking over our like section. It was like, this would happen every once in a while. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about. You know that exact smell. It's also like the smell of like a daycare. You know what I mean? It's this. So it was occasional over the 2 hours. This kid would like calm down sometimes. It was, you know, not constant, but it was frequent enough. And we're like, okay, 2 hours, like we're, you know, we can live. Then we'll be home, thank God. Eventually at one point he like reached over and he like touched like Jess's head or something like that, and like was just, it couldn't just be like wee haha kick every once in a while, or like slamming the armrests or the fucking tray or anything. He had to it's just like, why, what are you doing? But okay, so the plane lands and we're like stuck taxiing for a little while because some plane is in the way of us getting to our gate, I guess. So we were just like, okay, we just have to wait until they move. And so we were just stuck in the plane for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes maybe? And we're just sitting there, and then now this kid, it's all coming out. Like, whatever is going on, maybe he pooped his pants a little bit, I don't know. Maybe it's just, because it really just smelled like child fart still. Like that smell, which isn't directly just like child who shit their pants. Usually there's a bit more of like a poop through line in that smell, you know what I mean? But it's still like not great. But it was getting pretty intense in the back of that plane. And like, look, my mask that I have, it's like a reusable like cloth mask. It has like a nice filter inside, and it usually spares me of these smells. Like, we'll be out and like, you know, my partner's just like, wow, what's that smell? I don't know. You know, and I'm like, God, I have no idea. I can't smell anything. No, I'm not. We're not doing this. Anyway, hi to Neil. But we were fucking sitting back there, and it's like, this smell is like building, and it's like, poor Jess is sitting there, and they like, I didn't have my jacket on, so we just had it, and they were just like pushing it to their face because they're like it was getting so bad. It was so like not leaving at all. There was no just like, ooh, that's stinky, and then like getting used to it. No. Oh, no. It just slowly was intensifying the whole time we were sitting there, and my usually smell-free mask was starting to be permeated. It was really like, oh, this is not leaving me, like, at all. It's like trapped in here. It's getting really fucking bad. And we were just sitting there like, please let us off the fucking plane. Like, this kid who's also like, it's just a kid, you know, and screaming here and there and just doing kid shit. And these parents are trying their best with this kid. They had another kid who was a little older who was well behaved. And then this is like, you know, toddler child kind of thing. Holy shit. Yeah, literally. So yeah, that was not the best. Like, if, like, at first, it was like, oh, haha, like, of course, we got the kid behind us, and of course, he's doing obnoxious kid things. And then it got a little less haha, and more like, I would really like to get off of this airplane now. Like, right now. Like, this is getting excessive, and it smells really bad. Please, please, let me out. So... yeah, this played, and I was, like, running off the plane. Anyway, that was that, I guess, on the way back. I can't say that there was anything too exciting, except we didn't have to pay for a lift. A $97 lift this time to go home. We got picked up, so that was nice. But as far as flying goes, there wasn't anything too eventful. There was definitely a lot of turbulence. Really felt the turbulence fucking throwing that relatively small plane around, so... But that was kind of fun, I guess. That doesn't bother me so much, but I understand why it's spooky for people. So anyway, we went to Edmonton, and it's Texas. It's literally Texas up there. That's how it's built. It's flat as fuck. All the streets are too big because they're built for cars, and it's not fun to walk around in. So that was kind of sucky, I guess. I'm sure there are better parts, you know, especially when cities are really expansive and like really big. Sometimes you get nicer parts of town, and then sometimes you get what we had, I guess, which it wasn't the worst. It was just like not great the whole time. But the convention center was cool as fuck. I will give it that. Also, the con was ran like immaculately. It was very, very... Could you imagine cities built for not cars? Yeah, crazy. What was really like, honestly, it was just so sad. So like the air quality was really bad. Usually apparently it's not, and we were getting like the most concentrated, like worst possible like combination of events of like us visiting the one time. Cause they're like, yeah, Edmonton's usually known for its like big blue skies and like it's so beautiful and all of this stuff, and we just got there and it was just like smoke, orange sky, sand everywhere. And just like the sun is angry up there. Yeah, bad smells all around. It was real smoky literally the entire time we were there. It got really bad to some like it got really bad, and then it rained a couple times, thankfully. So that kind of helped, but it was like the air quality got to like 11 or something. It was like astronomically low. It was really bad. Thankfully our hotel was literally right next to the convention center, so it was like a 2-minute like walk there. So that wasn't so bad. But also the center itself was under construction. So it was just like, there was a lot of shit going on, and like the front of it, we had to walk through all of this like construction, like, scaffolding and other shit. But like inside was okay. It was just a strange mix of events. I'll say that. So, everything was a little bit of a hellscape, and walking like 3 blocks down to the Tim Hortons wasn't all that fun, because it sucked to walk on the streets. Everything is gritty and covered in sand, and the sky's on fire, and there are a lot of cars. But like, it was just sad because like it was so shitty outside, and there were a lot of unhoused people just stuck in it. And there were a lot of unhoused people just, like, around the area. I don't know if that's, like... I don't know if there was, like... Because it's, like, it seemed like a pretty, like, almost like a business-y centered part of town, which is not typically, I feel like, where you would see a lot of unhoused people, because it's, like, there's not... a lot to work with, I guess. um, but it was still just like kind of, it was just kind of rough. It was just like, I just felt so bad. At one point when we got the first day I got Tim Hortons, a guy asked me for like some cash, which I was like, I don't have any, but I can buy you something. And then he was like, oh, just like a bagel and cream cheese maybe? And I was like, no. I was like, literally just get whatever you want. Like, fill up, like, get food for yourself. Just pick whatever you want. And so when we went up there to like order and everything, I was just like, okay, here's my order for like 3 people. And I was like, and whatever the hell he wants. And then he just kind of ordered a bunch of food, and I was like, nice. So I was happy I could at least do that for like one person, but otherwise it was just like rough out there. It was like not very nice. So at least, like, I feel it, like I said, at least I was happy I could like do something for somebody instead of just seeing it and like feeling bad, I guess. But there wasn't much to be done there. So I did what I could. But yeah, it was quite a time in Edmonton. That was, you know, it was, the thing is, I would go back for that con. Absolutely. I would definitely, like, despite all of what I was just talking about, I would go back for the con. Because it was so well ran. We had a weird issue with our hotel where they only took credit cards for security deposits, even though they let you pay with a debit card. And so we get there and they're like, okay, credit card please. And we're like, we don't have one. What do you mean a credit card? Like, we have a debit card. And they're like, no, for this, it has to be a credit card. And we were like, we just flew in from out of the country. We don't have a credit card. I don't know what you want us to do about that. And then they found like a workaround for it, but it was just like, why? Why is this even a thing? And we're like tired, like my back, not even my lower back, which is usually the problem. It was like my upper back between my shoulder blades was in so much pain from just traveling. Oh, I didn't sleep, by the way. Okay, I didn't sleep when I traveled that first to Canada, and we had to take their 2 flights and everything. I had not slept at all. That was not on purpose. It was just like, we had to fly so early in the morning, and like I'm usually going to sleep around 3 or 4, and we were leaving the house at 5. And I tried. Oh, I tried. I was lying there and I was like, fall asleep. Just fall asleep. Oh, it's so nice lying in bed. Ooh, you know, and I never fell asleep. It just didn't fucking happen. So I did all of that whole gambit on literally no sleep. So that was fun. And then we get to the hotel finally, and then they're like, you need a credit card. And then we had to jump through hoops to just get into our fucking hotel room. But I will concede that the hotel room was nice. And the bed was comfortable. And it was a little more spacious than usual. So that's okay. I'll take that one. So there were a lot of like weird cursed things that kept happening, including not having books to sell. So, you know, because it was my partner's table. It was my partner's table, and they, you know, make comics, like adult, not safe for work, original comics. We have lots of books. And we first sent one package through the UPS, and then they sent it back because we weren't like a business. Which is annoying because like that wasn't necessary to. Here's the thing, getting merchandise over the border into Canada, pain in the ass. It's not easy. It's not easy all the time. So we had to we sent that through the UPS, and then they were like, no, and so they sent it back, and we were like, oh shit, we have to send another box of books before we leave so we can have literally anything. So instead this time we go through good old USPS, all right? Never let us down. Pay extra money to send this within 3 to 5 days, right? And we sent it with at least 6 business days. Business days, okay? There were other days in between here. There was a weekend, all of this stuff. And the box went to like California and then did not move for a week, basically. So, yeah, we were at a con that we had to spend all this money to get there. You know, we had to fly. We had to pay a whole bunch of extra money, sort of, to get into the hotel because we didn't have a credit card. So they took, like, more money for the security deposit, kind of. We got it back, thankfully, but it was just like, oh, yeah, that's, like, $700 that we just don't have suddenly. Spent all this money to get the books to show up, and then they didn't at all. They just didn't show up. So, here we are sitting at the con. We have like some merch. We have like little charms and other little things and promotional stuff like these bookmarks and everything. No books, none books to sell. And we were like Friday, we were like, man, sure hope that shows up. Sure hope those books fucking show up tonight. You know, that'd be so cool. And they didn't. And then we only found out it started moving from fucking California like the Sunday, like late on the Sunday, and we were leaving the next day, and we had to tell the hotel just like, when it shows up, return to sender. Like, there's nothing to be done. We had to go this whole con without stock. So that was very fun and exciting. But the thing is, we did okay. Got lots of promotional stuff out of the door. A lot of, like I said, we had those bookmarks, and I was like shilling these. Yeah, we're hoping to get a refund for the package at least, because it was something that they were like, yeah, estimated delivery 3 to 5 days. And we're like, cool, even at its max amount, we have enough time for it to get there. Should be fine. But because it says estimated delivery and not guaranteed delivery, they were like, well, I don't know what you want from us. That was just a, you know, we're just guessing, you know, it's, you know. So we're gonna see about that. We'll see what can be done, because it's like, oh, cool, yeah, this didn't do literally anything for anybody. So thank you for that. Neither situation here was our optimal. It wasn't our choice. We sent one like a week beforehand, before even this package, and then UPS is like, no. And then we're like, okay, if it comes back in time, maybe we can slip the books into like our shit a little bit, you know, and then get through. And then like UPS, it took like a day to get to the border, and then after that they're like, it'll get back to you when it gets back to you. And it got back to the house funnily the Friday of the convention. So we're like, cool. So cool. Would love if their other package with the books showed up, and then that didn't show up. So yeah, it was a very odd con overall. Woo! But it wasn't the con's fault or anything. It was just like a whole bunch of other shit going wrong. And then also on top of, you have to consider, when you are in a different country, you can't take card. We have card readers, but when we are in Canada, we cannot use the card reader to charge people's cards. We can only take cash or PayPal. That worked too. But not everybody has a PayPal account, and then not everybody has cash on them. Thankfully, people could go out and get cash, and then some did and came back. And a lot of people had cash on them, so it was like, okay. We made some money, but it was at a very strange, not enough kind of money. Also, Canadian does not, the rate between it and USD, not the best. So, you know, $20 in like Canadian is like $15 USD. So what money we do make, we don't actually make all of that back. So that on top of all of the money we weren't making from the books we weren't selling, but just did do commissions, and like a fuck ton of them. Just like, I do busts, wee, $20, wee, you know, and just like blasted them out. So money was still made, and the food we had was really good. Made friends, you know. I just like was because they were like, oh fuck, you know what I'm gonna do. So I'd walk around, talked to a lot of artists. Dead Cute Pins was there. They make really good pins. If you don't know who they are, they make a lot of good Kingdom Hearts stuff, which is, I feel like, what a lot of us would know them for. They were just there. I didn't realize that they were Canadian. So I was just like, oh my god, I didn't know you would be here. That's so cool. And like, we got to talking, we just got along really well. But what was funny is that I was like, oh yeah, your pin you made that is like the Melody of Memory like progress bar when you're going through a song, and Sora is on it and like slides across it. I was like, I fucking love that pin. I thought that was so clever. And they were just like, nobody likes that pin. Nobody likes it. And I was just like, why? And like seemed very like happy and like flattered that yeah, there's the link in there. Their stuff is really, really nice. Really good pins. Also, they just big Soriku. As you can see, there's Gayblade stuff. I have their pins, like quite a few of them. I also wait, hold on. I got one of their key covers, which they had a lot, which you could just, you know, you put on your key. So here is, it's like a little rubber cover, basically. And it just goes over my key. So how exciting is that? That's something that they make. I'm sure you can find there. Hi, Canary. I also got a big, like, it's like this big, and it's like a Paopu, like, enamel, but like a charm kind of dangly chain. They're all upstairs. I should have brought this shit downstairs. But I very recommend any of their stuff. And then we were just getting along and like chatting, and I was just like, yeah, I really love that specific pin that you made, you know, and to find out nobody liked it. And then I was like, oh yeah, there it is, the sliding one. It's really good. It's really cute. It's such a fun idea. And I have it upstairs. I'll like, it's in my room, and so it's I'll walk by and I'll like move them, you know, a little bit. Recommend it. I recommend it so much. It's a really cute pin, but like apparently it wasn't very popular, I think, because it might just be a little too specific is my guess. So check them out, check their stuff out. Dead Cute Pins is really good. And like coming out with new stuff like all the time. But I was so flattered because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go, you know, I just hadn't followed them on like Twitter specifically. They're really popular on Instagram, I believe. But I had been chatting with them, and then I went and followed them on Twitter because I just hadn't, for really no reason. And then I saw that they followed me back, and I'm like, did you realize it was me? And then I realized I had made tweets that were like, we don't have any books, and I had told them that because I had an Artist Alley pass on, so it's like, oh, you're somebody who's working here and stuff, and they're like, how's it going for you? And I'm like, we don't have stock to sell, and they're like, no fucking way. And it was just like, it was just fun talking to them. But like I said, I was flattered because they like followed me back, and I was like, and then we've like interacted a little bit. I'm like, ooh hee hee. Been admiring your stuff from afar for so long. And I was saying, it's just like, yeah, every time, you know, it's just like, oh, it's like, oh, another Gayblade pin? Don't mind if I do. Oh, what's this? You know, like getting all of this stuff. And it was just like, oh yeah, all of my stuff I make, I'm targeting you specifically. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be right there, ready, on the ready just to buy it. But yeah, I did while I was there. I got this. My little Keyblade key cover and the big Paopu one. I might go upstairs and get them, but not right this second. I don't want to go all the way upstairs. So that was fun. I also made friends with like another artist who was selling like, it was like their original work. And they had like, they did like acrylic painting and stuff, but then they had puzzles of some of their art, and I was like, oh, I love that. I want this like frog, like toad queen. Thanks. And it was like 1,000 pieces, so I'm excited to do that. And they were really chill. We were like hanging out and talking. Hold on. I may as well. I will fetch their Twitter. Not Tumblr. Here we go. Here we go. This person. Their stuff is just really cool, and they paint everything like in acrylic on a board, you know, when they're just fucking on a board. On an actual like canvas. They were showing there, I was like, how big are you painting? It's like, oh, it depends. Sometimes they're only like so big or whatever. But like makes like nice prints and other things, and then just has like puzzles and stuff, and they were just really fun. They were fun to talk to. Also, if you scroll down on their Twitter and you see their little tweet that's like happy animathon, it's like a picture of the booth. I took that photo. I took that picture for them because like I just was like talking to them, and they're like, actually I haven't gotten a picture. Can you take it for me? And I was like, oh yeah, I got you. So that was me behind the camera. Which is just funny. But anyway, yeah, so got to just meet cool people and like talk and stuff. Oh, really important. I got such an important addition to my water bottle. Super Smash Brothers, gay! They had it in the Melee font, but they also had it in the Smash Ultimate one, and I had to get it. So, here it is. So that one's fun. I'm trying to think. What else fucking happened? I went to a hot pot place that was like nearby, and I had a lot of good reviews. Oh, Maddie, hi. I was like, Oceanside Spider House, and I was, oh yeah, you know, whoever. Anyway, hi, Maddie. I mean, I like the name. It's not a bad name. It was just literally in no way indicative of who you are, but that's fine. It's just a name on Twitch. It's kind of big, and that's kind of too much of my face, and... Okay. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh, we went to a hot pot place. It had individual hot pots, so everybody could get their own, like, broth choice. And the first time we went, because we went twice, it was really good. I, got some tom yum, like, broth. And the last time I had tom yum, it was so good, because it's very kind of, like, citrusy and, like, great, especially if you're having, like, fish and stuff. But it's also good for everything. I just like it a lot. And I got it, and this one was a lot spicier than the last one I had. And, like, I can tolerate spice, but, like, up to... I have an upper limit, you know, where I'm just, like, tapping out. And then I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And just because, you know, the nature of hot pot, it does boil down and gets a little more concentrated. And so it started to get real fucking spicy. Especially because we had spicy beef that we were putting in. And I was like, damn, this tastes so good, but, like, it's starting to affect everything I'm eating. But that was okay. At the end of the, you know, it was really good. Had a good time. We went back on Sunday. And I was like, I'm going to order a different broth this time. I'm going to get this pork and chicken. That sounds good, right? That sounds pretty good. Let's go. They brought out, it was just like a bone broth, which is fine. I've had tasty bone broth before. Except I was just like, dude, they may as well have just given me water. There was like nothing going on in this fucking soup. There was nothing. And I was just like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'll just keep eating meat. And I'm putting it in. It'll build the flavor, you know, as it does. It's the nature of hot pot, right? And I was putting it in and putting it in, and all that's happening is it's getting greasier and no flavor is happening. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm getting like yummy meat, right? Still, but like everything's a little plain, and I don't know what it is. I'm like cursed to make bad sauces for myself. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I always make a sauce that like, I want to try this and a little bit of that or whatever, and then I just pick just the right thing to make something not good every time. So I did not have that to aid me. Yeah, season your meal with water, wahoo! And I thought maybe I was like, well, maybe I'm just like, I can't taste it very well or something, and then I would taste stuff from any other hot pot. And I was just like, oh my god, like, this is what I'm eating. It's so plain. It was like it was like hilariously disappointing. I don't know why. I was just cursed to keep having like weirdo hot pots. Like, all of the stuff was good, and like, I wouldn't say like the place was bad at all, because most of their shit was really good. They had this really good like duck one. And I should have just gotten that. I don't know. I was like, I'll try a different one. Hee hee. And then it was not great. So, so yeah, hot pot was pretty cool. I also had a burger that I opted to put cucumber on, and let me tell you, it's a good idea. You should try it out. Especially maybe if you're not like a pickle person, which, you know, some people aren't. I mean, I think they're weird, but like, I'll eat your pickles, so I'm not gonna complain. But, look, I'm a avid pickle lover, okay? I love pickles. I love pickled foods. I love fermented foods. All of it. I would just drink like pickle juice out of the jar quite often. Avid pickle enjoyer. If you don't want your pickles on your burger, give them to me. I will eat them happily, excitedly even. But I definitely recommend cucumbers on a burger. It's actually really good. It's very like fresh and gives you that nice crunch. Drinking pickle juice. You're insane, actually. No. It's really good. So, also, funnily, has pretty good health benefits for you. Like most fermented and like pickled foods do. Do I like pickle flavored chips? Oh, the ad kicked in. Again, I'm not getting warnings for when the ads are kicking in. I just get to find out they're already in effect. So, I'm sorry. I feel like I've had pickled flavored chips maybe like once, but not like, I didn't get to eat like, I got my own bag and I got to eat them or something. It was just like, hey, try this. I was like, okay. I'd have to like try it again more like I'm going to eat some and not just I had one out of somebody's bag. Have you had cheeseburger flavored chips? It mostly tastes like mustard, which I'm not upset about because I fucking love mustard, like yellow mustard. As it turns out, I really like vinegar. Turn around and now like pickles on things, but not by themselves. Okay, that's fair, because it's like they could be a little strong, you know? It's also a really easy way to kick on like some acid reflux if you're dealing with that, so... You want heartburn? Well, this is one way to get it. Not that that ever happens to me, because I can eat like a billion acidic things and be fine for some reason. I'm built for it, I guess. Pickles on chicken burgers fuck, actually. Yeah, it does. It's really good. It's the acidity helps, especially if it's like a bread fried like chicken and of some kind. The acidity helps like cut through like that bread and the grease a bit. And that's how it, like, you know, it all works together. But, pickles on chicken sandwich. See, there are different kinds of chicken sandwiches out here, okay? And I really love what's almost like a club sandwich, but it's like chicken. Like, I want the chicken, and maybe it's got some bacon. Doesn't have to have bacon, but sometimes it has bacon, and it's really good. And just, like, tomatoes and lettuce, and sometimes it has cheese, and you get some mayonnaise in there. I'm also a big lover of mayonnaise, but I feel like that shouldn't be crazy because look at me. Look at me. God, I'm making me hungry. Anyway, mayo is so good. Also, it's like eggs and oil. Like, that's it. Like, people freak out about mayonnaise. It's eggs and oil and like some spices, you know? And that's it. It's just like a fat. That's all it is. That's all it exists to do. People get so... Everybody's a baby. Like, if you just genuinely don't like the taste, like, that's different. You tried it and you're like, you know, I'm not crazy about it. Then I'd be like, cool, fine, no problem. But people get so squeamish about it. A ramen place here gives you pickled daikon with the karage. Oh god, pickled daikon is so fucking good. Oh my god. Dude, I love daikon. I also love pickled ginger in general. I'm just like anytime, especially if I'm getting poke and it's there and you get those little squares, those little chunks, and I'm just like, I'm just eating those like out of it. Can't get with plain mayo for whatever reason, but I like spicy mayo. To be fair, there are different kinds of mayonnaise. Like one Japanese mayo is like way different because they use the yolks instead of like just the whites. So it's like thicker and it's like different. But also, like, there are different brands of mayonnaise genuinely taste different. Not to be controversial, but I don't like mayo. It does not appeal to me whatsoever, but to each their own. So look, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. But some people treat it as if it's like a freak thing to like. And I'm like, it's a fucking condiment. It's fine. But all of a sudden, it's like, ooh, aioli. It's mayonnaise, you stupid asshole. Aioli is mayonnaise. It's just like they put something in it. Like, they're like, here's garlic, you know? It's garlic aioli. It is mayonnaise. It is the same thing. That's right. You mentioned the difference of Japanese mayo. Do you guys... thing is, you use them for totally different things. Japanese mayo is better for, like, you're putting it on top of stuff. Especially, like, fried foods. God, I could use some yakisoba. Right the fuck now. You put it on, like, takoyaki. It's really good, especially with some other kind of accompanying sauce. You'll find out when you're here. You'll get to try for yourself. But it's something that's more so used as like an actual like topper. Like, you know, if you were to put like, you just drizzle it on top of shit. But we always have some Japanese mayo in the house, so don't worry. I'm making myself so fucking hungry. This is insane. Mayo and ketchup are sometimes treated as juvenile or sophisticated sauces, but like, it's good. I can throat some fucking takoyaki right now. Yeah, me too. As, you know, of course, after it's only cooled down at least a little bit. Lest you just, like, you're literally sending, like, molten lava down your throat. Holy shit. Here's my advice. If you've never had takoyaki before, slow down. Slow down. Like, pop a hole in it or something, because it will destroy you. That shit is hot inside. It is like the easy like amateur mistake of like, ooh, yum, let's fucking go, and then like it is a bomb in your mouth. It is so hot. You just gotta let it cool a little bit, or you can raw dog it and burn your whole tongue. That's fine. Food tour of Halifax? Okay. Let's fucking go. I want to eat so much food. They're saying they are just good sauces, let people enjoy things. No, I agree. Like, okay, here's the thing. Here's one of my fucking, my swallowing one like a snake. Yeah, I get like several in my mouth at once. It's like, yeah, we'll have to, there was some takoyaki like food cart around here that I didn't get to try. I just know it exists somewhere. Already getting burned on that thing they serve the yakisoba. Yeah. It's hot. That shit's hot. We can actually, you know what's fun? We have a takoyaki maker. We have the little, it's like a little one for your house, but it is like, we have, do we still have that? We had some mix for like the takoyaki batter, and then you can kind of put whatever you want in it. It's a lot harder than they make it look, obviously, with their little sticks, and they go and they just fucking flip things over, and it's like, wow. Live streams making takoyaki. I have considered it would be really fun to have like a cooking or like a baking stream, but the thing is, the entertainment, oftentimes when people are like, oh, we're gonna have like a cooking, they're not good at it, right? And that's the entertainment value, where people are like, oh man, I've never cooked, I cook an egg maybe, you know, and there's like, you're trying to cut shit and it looks awful and everyone's like, ugh! And like, that's the fun. And I'm just like, I can cook and the food's good and I eat it and I go, oh, chat, it's so good, you know? Ooh, yummy. That's gonna be the stream, like, is me going like, I'm so fucking good at cooking. Okay, well, competent cooking streams, where I very visibly have ADHD and I like stop mid-task here and I set something down and then I have to ask you guys where I put something. And then we have to Dora the Explorer and I have to go like, did I put it here? You know? I'm like, no! It's behind you! And I'm like, behind me? And it's like the measuring cup or whatever. And I'm like, wow! Measuring cup. Boop. And then we ported. Niku escape room cooking stream. The only thing is I'd have to like figure out how to set it up. I don't know how exactly I would do that. Like, I be doing this from my desktop, and while I can move that upstairs, it's not as convenient. And you can do things from a laptop, but I don't really have one that has the power to do this reasonably without maybe catching on fire a little bit. Even though it's a nice Surface Pro, it's not built for this, so I probably wouldn't do that. Dora the Explorer cooking stream. I would love to. It's been an idea, especially because like around Christmas, we make a fuck ton of cookies. Like a lot. I love to make cookies and send them to people. Canary's gonna be here by then. So I don't remember if I said this before. Canary's moving in to the house. Our wonderful, beloved Canary will be living here. So that will be fun, and Canary can be my little assistant. You know, dress up all nice. Yeah, your Minnie Mouse. I have a Christmas Mickey apron. We can match, except for mine's very Christmas. So that'll be fun. We can all make cookies together. Canary, the last time she was here, made this fucking germa, like the little germite cookie, and it was like perfect. It was like exact, and we were all just like, you just fucking did this? Like, what? I still remember, I think about him, the little germite cookie. We're gonna be so cute. Sariku ginger biscuits. I have made cookies before. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys my photos of my gingerbread cookies that I did. But maybe we can do something for that, because that'd be a fun holiday special. Where we make some cookies, and then I go, this shape or this shape? Vote now. And then I walk off screen, like the camera's at it, and then you're just like, bang, 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 somewhere off screen. So, I'll make him again, but he'll never be perfect. Oh, that'd be cute. Little Bumpus cookies. I've actually considered, I forgot, somebody sent it to me, shit. What was it? Because I was like, I want to make, like, cookie cutters, if anything, for my own convenience, for the cookies they like to make, but also, it's like, hey, people can buy them, and then, what was that fucking website. Did I bookmark it? I sure hope I did. I can't trust myself, though. I don't know if I did or not. So we'll see about that one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make some stickers. Some glow-in-the-dark stickers. I had a thunk in my thought, about something I wanted to do, so I'm gonna see about doing those, because I just can't help myself, and all I do is draw Halloween stuff. I just draw Halloween shit all the time. But that's, you know, that's my time. That's when I was born. I came into this world spooky, loving the color orange, also green, obviously, but, you know, it's... because Halloween is the best, it's true. Oh, I don't think I ever showed you guys how, like... Hold on. Can I get this over? Hold on. I have to take this off. I have, this. Ooh, look at me. It's actually, like, really nice, is the thing. If you had any doubts, what were they? What was it? Which Halloween? Was it Halloween City? Maybe? I don't remember the brand. No, don't worry, I'm just gonna look like this. I don't remember which one it was, because there's Halloween City, and then there's Spirit Halloween. I think it was Spirit Halloween that had a bunch of Kingdom Hearts stuff, and they have, like, the big keyblades and stuff. This was of that same line. It's actually just really nice. It has a little padding here for your little baby head, you know? And the keyblades are just good. Yeah, October came early because I can't stop thinking about it. Did I have any other story from the con? I don't know. There was, like, barely any Kingdom Hearts, which is kind of what I expect, but I guess that saves me having to buy shit. But, there was a lot of Genshin. Surprising nobody, but there was a lot of it all over. But there was also, I was, like, kind of surprised, pleasantly so, of that there were several, tables that just had, like, they were just like, I love fighting games. I love fighting games. Here's stuff for, like, the entire, you know, roster of, like, this and that game. And all of them always had some kind of Skullgirls on it. And then I got to be like, I got to work on that. I got to do work for that, you know. I got to do cleanup art stuff for Skullgirls. You know, I got to do things for it, so. And they'd be like, whoa! And I was like, yeah, it's just cleanup work, but, like, still, you know, I did get to do stuff, so I'm always like, yeah, when I see it. Maybe we get to see more. Oh! Oh! Okay, when I was walking around, doing my rounds, okay, and I'm seeing barely any Kingdom Hearts anything, and, like, some stuff that I am seeing, like, oh, okay, I'll get this and that. I got, like, some stickers and some charms and whatever. Cool, fine, great. I walk around and I'm, like, looking down at this person's table, and God, we're already back at this song? Hold on, wait, who is it? Who's coming? Again? Oh my God, is it him? Is it this guy? And his little, look at him. Look at him. Ooh. This guy. Anyway, I'm at this table, and I'm just looking, you know, giving a glance over, and I look up at, like, as I, like, kind of finish, and, like, I just look up at their at their prints, and smack dab in the middle is a print of Strelitzia, and only Strelitzia. There was nothing else Kingdom Hearts, anything. There was no just like, I drew Sora to draw Sora. It was just Strelitzia. Like, right in the middle. And I was like, what? Huh? And so I was like, oh my god, like to see Strelitzia just out here and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, when I was playing like Union Cross and stuff, you know, when it was a thing. And I'm like, yeah, when it was a thing. Just like she, you know, she shows up and she's super sweet, and then she's immediately like dead. And I thought this is the perfect character for me. I was like, that's fair. I do like she's there for such a short time, but she is very like convincingly like so sweet and fun and an enjoyable character. And like what interactions we get with her and Lorium, and you're like, siblings, this is sweet. Like this is wow, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take much to convince people of like a character being a person and being interesting and so on. So I don't know what the problem is, but anyway, it was just like, cool, just Strelitzia, the print, and nothing else. And like, I didn't end up getting it, mostly because I'm wrangling with a lot of having to put posters up on the walls in here, and I don't want to add to that more than I need to. So, you know. I know, I'm so excited we are going to get more of her in Cage 4. Sweet honey angel. Speaking of Angel, is he still back there? Oh, so sweet. Oh, he's really curled up into a little ball. He's very, like, tucked into himself right now. The boy. Yeah. The pee-pee piss boy who peed on the fucking bed. Pee-pee piss boy. For anybody who wasn't in here at the start of the stream, Baby Cat peed on the new mattress. But it's okay. We got it out pretty immediately. He was just like marking because it's really stinky like plastic and he did not like it. But God, does he, that boy's got a lot of piss in him. He's huge. His food makes him pee extra on purpose. He's a pee-pee boy. And he pissed on the bed. Now he's sleeping on it. He has gained his trust back. He's acting normal about the bed. After, of course, we had to rub all of his stuff all over it and wash sheets and have him rub on the sheets and then put the sheets on. So he's fine now, but still, he did pee on the bed yesterday, so that was a whole ordeal. I got like shit I gotta put up. I have so much stuff in here I still have to sort. Granted, obviously I was gone and in Canada. Ad break in progress. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Sorry to everybody who's stuck in the ad break. There's ain't nothing I can do about that. I have so much shit I have to like sort and figure out and put on the walls, and everything's slowly coming together. Also, I got this like earlier in the month. It's like a mouse pad. I do like it. I haven't taken it out yet though, because I hadn't had a place to put it. So it's just been fucking parked over here with all my other shit I gotta figure out. Anyway, yeah, Canada was cool. Sort of. Canada was fine. I had poutine once. It was like duck poutine. It's pretty good. But I mean, I think duck gravy with duck in it is just gonna taste good. I keep coming back to food. I'm so sorry. I just love talking about food. I love food. And poutine is good. But I think French fries with slop on top is good. You know, you get that sloppy toppy French fry. And, you know, is that thing I'm holding? Your business. This thing? That's what it is. I could not tell you what the name is. A little whiz banger, or a little funny little noise maker. Yellow plastic doodad. One time, this had been sitting, and I looked inside, and there was a bunch of dust. And with zero thought in my head, I was like, oh, let me just... And it just, like, straight to my fucking face like a cartoon. So that was fun. Hours of fun with this thing, you know. The options are limited, but there are several of note. It's fun. It's cute, though. But then, of course, we've got the slide whistle. Can't go wrong. Or the whoopee cushion, but it's small. That's a hand whoopee. Yeah, I'll stick with that one. That's fine. I'll stick to my guns. It doesn't matter to you guys. You're gonna hear me snapping all, like, stupid. Yeah, instead of a soundboard, I have the legitimate, like, I just have the instruments, if you will, here at my disposal, ready to be deployed at any moment. How about these? Whoa. I've got 2 of these bad boys because my friends love me. One of them is from Gemma, and one of them is from Canary. It has a note on the back from Canary. And for the longest time, it smelled like... It doesn't smell it anymore. It doesn't smell anymore, but it did smell very much like perfumey, you know? So. Man, I feel like I should really, like... I could crop so much of this out. I'm sorry about your GameStop woes. You could probably find something that you need on, like, unfortunately, you know, boo, Amazon is a big, terrible company, but also sometimes, it's all we have. So, you know, no ethical consumption under capitalism anyway. You could also go on eBay. That's an option. Reluctantly, yeah, that's the thing. Is like, you're probably gonna find something on there. If you can't find it at GameStop. Do I have anything to show you? Oh, okay. Like I said, I do have stuff. But it's upstairs. Like, all the way upstairs. Like, all the fucking way up there, and I don't want to go. And then I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna be, like, out of breath on stream, and I was just... and it'll be like, look at this, and it's, like, blurry, you know? I didn't get too much, honestly. Like, the one thing is, when you only really give enough of a shit about one thing that you actually want, that you actually want merch of it, it saves you a lot of money. Because I'm just not interested in, like, I can see stuff and be like, oh, that looks nice, or, like, ooh, I like that thing, but, like, I don't necessarily want to go so far as to, like, pay money for something of it, like, unless it really, really captures me, but that's rare. So, like, sometimes, like, there's not a lot of Earthbound stuff out there, so I don't have to fucking worry about that, and then Kingdom Hearts is, like, more, but not a lot, so... the golf ball-sized hail. Biking when it started and got back in time. Just got back in time before you're bludgeoned to death? That's good. Before you got fucking destroyed outside. It's been, like, hot here. It's been, like, 90-ish degrees. What is, like, a solid 90 in Celsius? Hold on. I've had to look this up before, apparently. Okay, yeah, alright, okay, then that is... So, yeah, 90 is like 32 degrees Celsius. So that's been what we've been dealing with a bit around here. which again, I'm always so glad. Oh, now we have air conditioning. They're coming down like firecrackers around me for a hot minute. God, Jesus Christ. Bullet hell ass bike trip. It was like 103 degrees. Ugh. It was so humid, by the way, in Canada. It was so humid. Everybody kept being like, whoa, it's so hot. It wasn't really that hot. Everything was smoky as shit. But it was mostly like, it was like 70% humidity, higher sometimes, because it had like nowhere to go, because everything was covered in smoke. So it was just like, I'm just sitting. Oh, and so, you know, the convention center, it was under construction, right? That's fine. But on top of that, the air conditioning, like, for the building was broken. Like, it just wasn't working. And I honest to God, didn't even expect there to be any. So I was like, I just thought that was like, oh yeah, there's no air conditioning, it's whatever, right? Or so far north kind of a thing, it's common. But no, they did have air conditioning, but it was broken for the con, so... yeah, so it was just like muggy inside that artist alley. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it was definitely like, I was walking around on Sunday and talking to, it was like dead cute pins, where I was just like, it's not that hot, it's just fucking wet. And they're like, yeah, dude, my ass is sweating so much. And I was like, dude, mine too. Just sitting there, it's like, I was just like doing stuff at the table and I could feel the sweat roll down the back of my knee kind of a thing. And it was just like, sure, it's warm, but it wasn't like, it's so hot I'm sweating. It was just so muggy. It was just so wet. I hope Europe isn't having that heat wave they had that one summer. Who knows? I think people definitely got a taste of, hey, this sucks dick, and there are like relatively easy ways, not always accessible, obviously, but like you can get like small machines to help. You can get swamp coolers, you can do stuff. Yeah, hot, wet, sandy, fucking muggy, smoke in the sky. Just not great. It's an odd time. Oh, at one point I also had, I'm coming back to food, I had like a lamb curry. Fuck, it was really good. It was really good. And I'm thinking about them and I want to have it again. Let's see. I got one order. I got one whole order from you fucks. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I just went to like, I realized I still had like my big cartel tab up. I opened it on up and what do I see? One order. Lamb curry's so good. I had some in Cali a couple years ago. Hell yeah. Yeah, the one I had was like, it was just so well seasoned. We don't have enough like sheep, like mutton and lamb and shit here. I want more meat options. More variety, if you will. Ooh, I'm suddenly feeling a little... I wish Leia wasn't so expensive. I know! And in many parts of the world, it's not! It's just here. And we, like, import most of our lamb when we so easily could be just having it. We could just be doing it our damn selves. But no. Oh. One of my merch ideas that I had after going to con is that I keep wanting to make an acrylic stand that has like multiple pieces to it. So like this was for the Rikuzine. And so it's like Riku is in front, you know, and then the Dream Eater's in the back. Very cute. Big fan. But something along like, you know, an acrylic stand with something like this. And since we've been playing through Recoded, and there's just simply not enough of people making anything about Recoded. Lamb and lobster used to be poor people food for a long time. Yeah. Yes, it was. Oh, right. Recoded acrylic stand. I was thinking it would be fun to make something that's like Olympus. And it's like, oh, we have Sora and Cloud and Hercules like in a party. So it's like bop, bop, bop. And then maybe like the menu in the front. And then like some Heartless over there. And I think that would be cute. It'd be really specific. You know? Real specific, but it would be pretty fucking sweet. But that was like one thing. I also wanted to make some stuff with like, when I was playing through 358, I was like, I had like ideas for stands and things. But we'll see. There's just a lot of stuff where I'm like, wow. It's all Kingdom Hearts merch, but I'm like, what if I did this cool thing? Fucking, excuse me. Pardon me. Car. Trying to parallel park outside my house. Shining a light into my eyes. Yeah, I don't know. I think there was something I was gonna say. Pass out on stream. I'm just gonna like, just... I actually love selling the real specific stuff because even though it never sells, it's always gratifying when it does. Yeah, like this guy gets it. It's also like every time like Claude's print of like, you know, just rats and two rats. What if we were two boys and rats in Paris? You know? What if we kissed and we were two boy rats in Paris? And then like nobody fucking out here getting two gay rats in Paris. Fucking stupid. It's like the best one. Makes a bunch of Binky Fish merch. I love those two gay rats. I know. I love those fucking, I love that print. Claude just out here fucking painting Paris for two rats. It is simply one of the best. Okay. Well, I'm just thinking about it. I will, let's see, stream on Saturday. My hair is so frizzy today. Why? I'm gonna stream on Saturday. And I will stream on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. But I will be busy, generally, because I will be having guests in the house. But on the 31st, if all things go to plan, I should be doing the stream with Howler and Tennille. I just don't know if something's gonna come up. Because there are a lot of moving parts, there are a lot of people that are gonna be in my house, so I'm not sure. We'll see, but I would like to. Thinks about their little rat home, starts crying. Remember when we were drawing that? And it was just like, here's their little nut they sit in, that's a chair. Here's the little anchovy can, like rolled back or whatever. We should find that. Hold on. In here, I think. Where is it? Get this off me. Let's, is it in here? No? Is it? Ah, haha. It's in draw pile. It's not this one. Aha! I found them. Hold on. Hold the phone. Not this. Desktop. Come on. Show the desktop. It's right here. Show it. Why? Why are you not showing it? Hello? Alright, well, isn't this so cool, you guys? Isn't this great? Very strange. Hold on. Display capture. There. Okay. What if I made this? It's all okay. Great. Really smooth so far. Boom. Anyway. Let's see. So here we go. Ratland. We'll go back to the Sarita talk eventually, well, maybe August. Yeah, that's probably a good... So, let's see. Canary is moving in August. The Ratley. He looks... Yeah, I know. He looks like a hedgehog. Because I would love to. Obviously, I'm gonna have some shit going on for a bit. Oh, bye, baby. Goodbye. He left. I don't know why it's so, like... You can't... I don't know what's up at the bottom. You guys just get to deal with this. Anyway, right. Okay, so there's a lot of... I was drawing in pink here. This is me. Usually I'm drawing in blue. Here's Riku's a snake. Here he is. Here's giving him a snake kiss. A snake kiss. We'll get back to it when the time is right. It's true. But August is probably a good time to, yes, continue. Snakeu that I still have yet to, post? I don't know what's wrong with me. Here he is sleeping. Here's Valentine's. I think it was around Valentine's. We should have another one of these. Oh, hey! Katamari! There they are! It was Jam who was drawing with me. And I had drawn, like, Little Rat, and then, let's see, it was this possum. He thinks Riku is giving the cheese to him. And then he does give him the cheese, and here's Sora approving, you know. Post your stuff. Yeah, you know, yeah, there's literally no reason other than, like, it's just the, like, oh, there are multiple steps to this, and my brain's like, God, I don't want to do that. Whew, don't even know where to start with that one, and so then I don't do it. So, anyway, so this was a little journey, and then there's Raxel, but like he's a hedgehog, and here they are. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Here they are sleeping in their little bed. Okay, perfect. A little can. Yes, my vote for Prom King. They sit. This is their chair. It's a nut. Okay, here they are coming into their little house. Live, laugh, rat. Always fucking gets me. Live, laugh, rat. The little foot sticking out. Yeah, that's Sora's little foot. Because of course he's just gonna be like, you know. You mentioned live, laugh, rat to your partner. I'm so glad. Live, laugh, rat. I do love father and son. And Mickey's looking real fucked up and, like, not like a rat. Ooh, sorry, my scroll ain't fucking working. Jam so wonderfully drawing, Valentine Sora. Wow. Incredible stuff. And then eventually we, like, moved up here. So, here's Sora, chewing, he's like, yes, he got this cheese, and then he starts chewing it to make a ring for Riku, but of course it's still really big, and so it's on his little, you know, but he's so touched. Sora made him this ring. And then see, here he is, Raxel, being a hedgehog and bigger than all the other mice. And then here they are, a little cuddle. Okay. I love just even, everybody has the ears. And here's the little tails, wrapped up. So. Jam Mouse cheering, going, yeah, I get it. They're, two married rats. Gay rats. Live, laugh, rat. Yeah, the little Katamari. Soriku. There they are. What else we got on here? Oh yeah, we were saying that the rats, it was a movie where they were playing the rats, and so here they are watching the movie. Like, they got to, like, voice the rats or whatever. There's Bumpus. Mr. Broadshoulders and Tiny Waist. You gotta stick to the... They have opposite shapes, okay? Oh, who drew these? Oh my god. Oh. Kanoe? We should do another draw pile. Did I say that already? I probably did, but we should do that again. Fucking... What else we got going on down here? Oh my god. Don't mind me. My scroll button doesn't... My fucking scroll wheel does not want to work. He got shot in the ass. That's great. Love to see this. Love to see all of the everything. What else we got? I'm in my file of community draw piles, so we can take a little look, if you will. What's over here? I think this is one that not a lot of people showed up to. But I think, Tennille, was this the first one that you joined? Because I remember being like, oh, these are so cute. How do drop piles work? I've never... drop pile is a program. I don't know if you've ever been familiar with, like, oh god, suddenly I can't remember names. I almost said Tagaki, which is not quite... Oh yeah, my Princess Peach, my recreation of my Princess Peach I drew when I was 11. That I still have. and my 15-minute Naruto where his eyes are like all the way over here. It's okay, we'll have more chances. Anyway, I can't remember fucking names of the websites, but it's a program you can get, and you can essentially join a server, and we're all drawing on the same canvas together. So that's what Drawpile is. It's something you can install. You can also just draw in it as a free drawing program if you want. It's just there. So I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you already have it on the ready, the next time we do a Drawpile, you can just like pop in really easy. I have to say, I do really like this little, Sora I drew. Look at him. Look at the shapes. Good job, me. It's cute. But this is where Snakeu started. joining in little doodle parties now. Yeah. Let's see. It was started down here where I fell in love. And I just couldn't let go. Look at him! Look at him. Okay? So, yeah, and then I couldn't let go. And here we are. We started. He sticks his whole face in, and you just watch the water level, like, drop as he's sucking. Charles, my winged fire Sarika designs? Hell yeah. And then over here, here he is. I still love this fucking drawing I did. That one vine specifically of the guy, and he like takes it out and he holds it to his snake, and the snake, you know, then he puts it back in. That's a really specific. Have you ever drawn Roxas as an outsider lion cub from Simba's Pride? You know, I can't say I have. You know, I don't know. I can't say I've drawn that one. Thank you. But then here it is. This is what's really important, and also being difficult. Let me see if I can move it over here, and then I can. There we go. Now you can see it. Okay. And my handwriting isn't the best, so okay. Would you still love me if I was a snake? Like in my brain, like he's been asking a series of these questions. Like, okay, would you still love me if I was, blank, if I was a this or something? Like, this is not the first one he's asked. And he's like, okay, would you still love me if I was a snake? You know? Just, are you kidding? I wish you were a snake. I could bring you in my pocket and keep you warm and feed you little treats. When you're sad, I'll give you kisses. And I can take you anywhere and have you drink from a cup. And he's like... God, I wish I was a snake. Baby cat's rubbing on a sticky piece of paper that was like wrapped around soap earlier. But I like to think it's just like a silly whatever, you know. And then Sora would be like, okay, would you still love me if I was? It's just like a back and forth, you know. Like, cause they're like flying the gummy ship or whatever. Ryu's just driving, and they're just saying, just. I wish you were a snake. God, I wish it was a snake. So anyway, there's look how sweet. Look how cute. Let's see, what do we got here? Look at this. And these. Wow! Fucking repression zone. Oh man, baby cat is like toasted over here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see if I can actually look at him, okay? No, you can't. He's literally like right over here. Like just dragging himself across the floor. But my camera's a little limited, unfortunately. God, he's really going for it. Oh, if only you could see. If only you could see how crazy he's going. Oh. Yeah. Do you like this sticky paper? Oh yeah, he's going nuts. Well. Anyway. Repression zone. Someone made a silly little bit of the KH beams with the Wii Sports music. You thinking about Wii Sports? I was thinking about like reposting that. And then I was like, what if I did a new one? Like, look at them. Look at them share their little drinky. He's going bonkers. He's going bananas. Look, so cute. Yeah, Riku Sports 2. I like to see Azora a lot. There they are. There they are. Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, rat. Good timing with the music. I'll see that later for myself, I guess. It's such a sweet Goofy. Look at Neko Cat. Hi, baby. Will you come say hi? Come here. Oh. Big rubs, huh? Ooh, wow. Oh, you smell like the soap. You smell stinky like that soap. God, you really smell like that fucking soap. So almost a little overwhelming, baby cat. Are you big purrs? Oh. Baby cat, the crowd loves it. Oh. Could you turn? Could we do anything else, please? You're killing me. Oh, there we go. Fall into my arms. Hi. You want to make noises into the... Okay. Here he is. A baby. Smelling really like dude soap smell. Like, not like a bad thing, as in just like, this is a scent for men. You know, and it's just, he's really smelling like that right now. Hello, piss boy. Da, 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 da. Let's see if we can... Just a little bit. There we go. Now people can see you more. Anyway, yeah, I think you're right, Tennille, in that this was the first time you were in. Nightmare Riku. Fucking Catholic Roxas. You can see his little paw, like right on my fucking collarbone. They're going left, right? I think it was going this way. Nice. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, you're so sweet. I need to clip his nails so fucking bad. Ow! Okay. Oh, you have draw pile? Great. Perfect. Now you're ready. Oh, hi, baby. Stinky soap boy. Stinky little soapy piss boy. Also, thank you. I think the Riku looks good, too. I remember being like, nice, I fucking did it. This was me drawing Atlantica Goofy from memory. And I have to say, I was pretty accurate. Like, sure, like, turtle, but like... Wish you guys could really fucking see, like, the amount of he is just being a big baby. Ah. Da, 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 da. Church of Roxas. Baby. So handsome. Ah. Oh. What is it you see? Cave floor hidden in Church of Roxas. Here was Ket's drawings. Atlantica. I drew a Jack Skellington. Look at these. Wow. Oh my god. Downtown Disney looking church. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, right. I don't remember which. One of them was Jam. I'm Tendy, and then Gun, Bird with Gun, and then Bird with... I drew this bird up here, as you can see right there. Shooting at this bird. Oh. Oh yeah. I liked how this one came out. Hold on. There we go. Was it JD? It might have been JD. Mwah! You have somewhere to be? Baby Cat, we're looking at community draw piles. And I wish you would be a part of things with me. Yeah, because JD was here. Yes, right. Here's some from Ket. Here was some from JD. Titty. Okay, alright. Bye-bye! Ugh, okay. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, Audio Jungle. There it is. Ad break ends in 1 minute. Alright, somebody's stuck with an ad. Remember Kit drew these. Let's see what else we got. We got some more from Jam. Jam wonderfully drawing some Halloween Riku. Good old Wolf Ku. Glad everyone is as in love with him as I am. Look at how sweet this is. I know, Jam's amazing shapes. Jam, the very, obviously was, learning to be an animator, understanding of shapes kind of a thing. Wolf Ku design. Gives you so much joy, I'm so glad. You know, when you make something really indulgently, it shows. People enjoy it. Mamma mia. Wow, look at this guy. Look at that guy with his short hair. So handsome. Riku is clowns again, but specifically the clowns for that Jirachi, from that Jirachi Pokemon movie. Clowns from the Jirachi Pokemon movie? I don't remember what the fuck you're talking about. Ooh, I smell ah! I smell food. Ooh. I'll have to... It's been a long time. Look at him. Look at with the collar. Is that your persona? That's cringe. Oh, who would do that? Oh my god. Tricks, no way. Zero impulse control, shaves head. Feels sad, shaves head. Here was... This face is pretty good. You know, there he is. He's pretty content. He's fine. Here were me drawing some of, my sort of ideas for, like, a monster Riku, but I'm not sure how sold I am on it. I have to revisit it, honestly. Wow, oh my god, look how cute. Look how sweet. Look how handsome. It's fucking like hell you are. We have darkness at home. I hate this fucking family. What if the demon tide got really hardcore with the scissors? Such a cute little Kyrie. Spooky hours, but it's summer. Well, it's summer again, and guess what's gonna happen? More. Oh, no, we made our way around. This is what we've got. Time to look at them again. Hold on. Live. Laugh. Rat. P. Would you like live, laugh, rat? See, sometimes you're two boys who are also rats, who also, kiss, and, you sleep in a little anchovy can. You know? Sometimes you have a chair made out of a nut, and you live in a hole, and it says live, laugh, rat. And then sometimes you're a snake, but also sometimes you're a rat, and you want to give your boyfriend you love so much a big special ring, and so you chew the cheese, you know, and the ring is too big. But he loves it. He loves it anyway, you know, and the audience claps. They're all for it. And then you cuddle as rats, and you wait. There we go. There we go. The important stuff is, you know. And you live, you laugh, you rat. To the music. I just want to scroll out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, yeah, we should have another drop pile soon. We could do it Saturday. I think it'd be fun. It was that, or I'm playing more of Recoded. If they control a person, do they each get one arm? Yeah, it's basically Pacific Rim. What if Pacific Rim was 2 rats on a person's head? I feel like they might get, like, each, like, 1/2 of the body, I guess, right? That's real love. It's true. God, I smell... Fuck. I smell food. Recoded, though. Tough choice. Yeah, well, we can just draw Recoded, and you can just suck it up for a day, huh? And I guess that's... Because my desktop doesn't want to show up, so whatever, I guess. This is what we get. can turn this up. Get a little brighter in here. Rip desktop. A little shy. Doesn't want to show up. Once that food is ready, sayonara, suckers. I'm out of here. And Canary's already on the way out. I don't even know why I'm here anymore, you know? Maybe pee is the only thing keeping me here. Grounded, you know? Da, 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 da. Said I had like 10 minutes. Wouldn't be the first time. I promise that. No, that's fine. P, look. Look. Oh, the light flash I just did to the camera. I can't do it again. Whatever. This camera is really not, like, doing the color of this justice, because it's, like, really, like, blue in a nice way. His eye is also hollow. Who did I get it from? I just got it through Vogue Race. They just have a bunch, and then here's Sora, but he's, like, rainbowy. Again, not doing it any fucking justice, but, like... I literally, like, just put them up today. I got them, like, 2 days ago. Well, you can have them. I've got plenty of them. And then also I got this. Look at what I made. You got up. No, I made them. I made those. They're mine. Good night, Canary. But see what else I made? I know I sent the actual images of this to you, so... But this also came in. And it has a little bat up here. It's cute. Dun 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 dun. Bat. It came out very cute, but I fucked up the pattern a little bit. But I've learned now. So, it's fine. The other ones will be better moving forward.
Is food ready?
Yes!
I'm really on the script.
Okay, alright. Anyway, dinner's ready. Fucking bye. Get out of here. I have food to eat. I'm so hungry. Oh, yeah, I did move. I am downstairs now on the first floor. So, it's like a proper office, because it's the actual rec room, so it's like big. Anyway, yeah, it's dinner time, so I'm gonna go. I'm fucking hungry. I'll see you guys later. Maybe we'll draw. I think maybe we'll do a draw pile on Saturday, okay? Does that sound fun? Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye. Goodbye.